Hello, my dear viewers. This is Dukas Copy Webinars YouTube channel, and you are with me here watching Forex Trading with Rakesh. MJ is here. Hello, MJ. Welcome to the stream, brother. So I'm your host here. I'll be covering the major Forex pairs in some 30 minutes or so, maybe 1 hour. Kindly do not confuse me with the Dukas Copy Bank employee. I am not their employee. I'm saying this because I just want to let you know that everything that I'm saying in this webinar are my own ideas. Okay, they have nothing to do with the Dukas Copy Bank. They are just letting me use their platform, I mean their channel, to host this program. Okay, now what are we going to do in this live stream? Well, we'll be taking a look at the charts, and we'll be talking about the technicals of the chart, not the fundamental things that are what is happening in one country or the other, because we know that everything is already priced into the chart, so why talk about something else? Okay, so our focus should be candlesticks, and we'll only be using candlestick charts. That's why. Now on these charts, we'll try to find out the key levels of support and resistance. Now those who do not want to say it as support and resistance, they can say it as the supply and demand zone, or somebody who is trying to follow ICT, he can say it as the area of interest. Okay, now these are actually the areas. Every theory basically coincides to the same place, so that's why I'm using it the phrase the area of interest. Okay, for those who are hunting the buy stops, it is an area of interest for them. For those who are looking for support or resistance, it is also an area of interest for them. So we will call now to our key levels as the areas of interest. Okay, now we'll try to find out what are the areas of maximum interest, and we'll see how we can use those levels from our trading point of view. And in this process, we'll try to keep the minimum stop loss, but it should be logically placed. Okay, one, it should be minimum. Second, it should be logically placed, and we should try to get the maximum return out of it, which is also logical in nature. Okay, and we also try to ask you to trade only in the direction of the trend and not to use more than 1% of your entire capital on any single trade. Okay, now if you are new to the technical analysis, I would request you to go to our channel's homepage and then go to the playlist section. There you will find two playlists. One is the candlestick patterns, which is profitable candlestick patterns, and the other one is the profitable chart patterns. So please go through those playlists in your own time whenever you find it. It will help you in understanding what we are talking about in this live stream or in this program. At the end of this session, I will be answering the questions from the viewers. So I request you, if there is any question in your mind, please feel free to ask them in the chat. I'll try to answer them, all of them. In the end, I just want to say that whatever I'm going to tell in this live stream is only to increase your knowledge, to increase your understanding of the charts, how to read them, how to interpret them, and it should only be used as a knowledge video. Okay, knowledge webinar, you whatever you want to say, but do not say that this is a trading webinar, or I'm not recommending anything to buy or sell. Okay, even if I am saying in my webinar that buy this, sell this, this means that I am saying it only to give you some knowledge. Okay, it is not a trading advice. So please do your own research before you put your money on the line. Most of the time I will say that whatever bias I am deciding, whatever market structure I am deciding, it is seriously, it is possible that you can earn a lot of money out of it, but still I will say, do not use my trading advices, or do not use my views directly into your trading, please. Even if you want to use, that is your own discretion. So please do your own research before you put your money on the line. And before we begin with the charts, let me take you through this disclaimer. This is very important. So here is the standard risk disclaimer that I have put in, because first thing is that you are trading on the margin, because most of the trading on foreign exchange is done on the margin. And if you're trading on margin, that means you are not trading on your own capital. So you have to be sure what level of leverage you are going to use, what level of risk that you're going to use. Everything you have to take into account. Okay. Also, then everything shown in this video is for education purpose. This is the second paragraph, and whatever risks I'm generating, or whatever results I'm generating, sorry, from this webinar or whatever, it may not be I mean, in the real world it may be different. Okay, so please be sure to take everything into account, and then only I mean, use it if you want to. Okay, now coming to the charts, guys, make sure you smash that like button in the beginning if you have already done it. Thank you very much. If you have not done it, please do it now. So we go forward from here with the dollar index chart. Now the dollar index is trading much above this zone of resistance that we had marked on the daily chart as well as on the 4-hour chart. Now some of my friends are asking me that how did you know that the dollar is possibly going up again? How did you know at this point? How did you know that the dollar is going up? Well, I will say that this happens after a long what do you call, again and again looking at the same type of price action for years. Okay, now some are saying that, okay, you were saying that the price will reverse from here. Will it reverse now? No, friend, this is not going to reverse now. Now this is only going to pull back maybe to 102.43 and thereafter to 105.39. Okay, so the thing is that yes, dollar is possibly going up again, but we are not buying below 102.65. So below 102.65, it was here actually somewhere. It was here. Okay, here. But now since it has gone above, so we are looking for a pullback now. We are not even buying at the current levels. Okay, we are looking for a standard pullback to this level, and then we will be looking to buy this market with the target like this. Now why we will become buyers? First thing first, the price, the market structure was down. Okay, and here this was our latest high before these lows. Okay, I mean, between these two lows, this was the highest high. So this high is broken. I will just get, now this high is broken. So what we do generally when the high is broken, we tend to let the price come back to that area to test it as the fresh support. Okay, and then we buy the market with the hope of the market going up. All right, so this is what we are expecting now in this market, guys. Buying at the current prices with the hope of achieving 105 does not make any sense, because the risk to reward is huge here. Even if you take say 100 or 200 points of target here, your stop loss is going to be around 200 points. So this is not advisable. So you want the market to make another higher low here, look for the bullish price action here in this region, and maybe that is your spot to go long. Okay, do not be like fear of missing out. I think this is called FOMO. Do not have a fear of missing out. Okay, dollar has gone up, don't mind, let it come back to a safe area from where you can say, okay, now I want to buy. Now if you really don't like waiting, I am telling you now that tomorrow or maybe day after you will see a price action like this. Okay, the price will come back to this line 102.43 and then go up. If it doesn't, then there is a high probability that it will fall back, because the price has to move in waves. It cannot move in the one direction for a very long time. Okay, It's not possible for the price to move in the one direction for a very long time. It has to come back to the broken support to test it as the fresh resistance. So here in this case, it has to come back to a broken resistance to test it as a fresh support. That's all about the dollar index, guys. Talking about the daily of the euro. Well, euro against the dollar, not a surprise here for us, although we had anticipated it much before when the price was trading around at 1.0936. But still, those who were with us, they know what we were talking about. And now below 1.0801, we are bearish in this one. So every rise here will be taken as an opportunity to go short, but a good opportunity will be again at the resistance zone. Yeah, let me check on the 4 hour if that resistance was tested or not. So no, I don't think that the resistance was tested. So there is a high probability that the price or the euro may find some buyers around 1.0678 level here in this range, and the price can potentially go to 1.0804 again before it gets more sellers to push it down. Okay, now this is it for the euro. You can have this zone as the zone of support. I will draw it again. No, it is already drawn, so I will just pull it forward. This is the rectangle. Okay, so yeah, this is the area of support now, because it was the area of resistance earlier when the price was going from bottom. Now when the price comes back to this region, this will act as a good support. So expect the price to act as a good support here and then push the prices back towards 1.080. So this is the area where you should be looking for a selling opportunity for you. Looking at the pound, well, the pound is also sold off. I can switch to 1 day, but again I want to come back to the 4 hourly in this one. If my friend MGA is here, here is a classic example of the structure actually on the 4 hour. First I will show you. So MGA, do you see that this the highest high here, 1.2447? This high was never broken when the price tried to go up. So this is the lower swing high where it has lower high on the either side. So this was the highest high, then this was the lower high, then this became lower high, this became still lower high, this again becomes still lower. So this means that somebody is building short positions close to the high. Okay, somebody is building short positions close to the highs. Okay, and when that breaks, that this low breaks, these guys become sellers at the market, or you can say the buyers are out of the market. Okay, they become sellers at the market, so they sell it at a very lower price, so they buy it back because they had secured their short positions here. Now they have covered it here. When the price goes up to the zone of resistance where it can go, I mean maximum, they short it again. Boom, you see something? Boom. Now this is a short selling, huge short selling. Okay, then it continues for say 4 hours more, and then it consolidates for 16 hours, and now it is getting sold off again. So every time who is trying to buy this market is being crushed by the sellers. Now this is my psychology of understanding this market. To what extent this can continue? Well, those who have shorted here, they had something in mind. That means they were willing to buy them back at the lower prices. And what are the possible lower prices, guys, in this market? Well, I see that there is a floor at around 1.1840. so this is going to be our next target. You can, if you are in a bandwagon with like a lot of dirty people around, then you would definitely want to get down before they reach the marriage place, or before they reach the place of marriage. You don't want to be in a bandwagon full of dirty people. So this market is full of dirty people now. Don't take me seriously here, because when I say dirty people, it doesn't mean that the people are dirty. It means that there's a lot of smart people here who are trading with their money, and they're breaking it down. Now if they're breaking it down, they're definitely going to test this low. So if they are going to test this low, I want to join that party. But if you want to join the party, you should have entered here, because Rakesh, who is your friend, he told you, well, if it breaks below 1.2262, then look for a selling opportunity here, because in that case your stop loss will be here, your first target will be here, which is already achieved well. After that, we have targets around 1.1840. Now this is what we are going to see in this market. Okay, well, that's all for the GBP. USD, we have resistance now at 1.2121 area here, and we have a target at around 1.1840 area. I hope that makes some sense. Now Australian dollar is very weak. Well, it is weak out of the blue, or we knew it already that it is going to be weak. I'll show you on the daily. Maybe on the weekly it is visible, but on the daily it is much better. So when we saw this price actions, price was trading somewhere here, and at that time I said there is a possibility of this inverse head and shoulder formation. Now, well, the inverse head and shoulder formation is possible if the price comes to at least 0.6728 area. Now this is the minimum that I am expecting. It may extend to 0.6668, but 0.6728 is the minimum that I am expecting. And this price leg here shows me, this is only one leg, this leg is showing me that there is a high probability price going to 0.6728. But should you sell it now? No, because you are already at the support. You do not sell it. Okay, maybe you should look for a selling opportunity at the pullback here, maybe here, I don't know, but most probably here, because this will be in symmetry. Okay, and the price wants symmetry, so there is a possibility 0.7002 may be tested again before a push down towards 0.6728 and maybe even to 0.6668 area. I hope that it makes some sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, still keep a note in your diary what I said today. Now here I was saying structure is long, look for long entries. I'm just removing this so that you don't have any confusion. Okay, now the structure, at least on the 4-hour, is down. All right, after making this, between these two highs, this was the lowest low and this is broken now. So look for this area as the fresh area of resistance if the price goes to this area, and that should be taken as a selling opportunity now in the Australian dollar. In the New Zealand dollar, although in the Australian dollar, although these lows are taken out, but in New Zealand dollar, you see these lows are not taken out, and I'm still bullish actually on the New Zealand dollar. And I strongly believe that 0.6190 area will hold as a very good support. Well, this is just my speculation, my thought. And but if for some reason if it breaks down, like if the price starts trading below 0.6190, then it will be a double top breakdown. Okay, in that case we will become sellers and we'll try to sell as close as to 0.6190, this area, and we'll try to keep a small stop loss higher than that and target 0.5656. Why 0.5656, guys? Because double top breakdown, no, not sorry, not 5656, 0.5842, I think. Let me check. So if this is the highest high here, 350 points, then we will be looking for 350 points. Yeah, so this will be our area of interest. 0.5842 area will become our target in case 0.6190 breaks. So right now when we are trading today, you ask me what is the resistance. Well, in this week I think 0.6190 may offer some support to the New Zealand dollar, and on the upside we may find resistance at 0.6371. The price is now in the no man's land, so you can say stay away from this market till the time it is not either going to 0.6371 or to 0.6190. USD JPY, now I am very bullish on this one because the dollar has finally started an up move. Now if the dollar has started an up move, what we are expecting here in the USD JPY is to break out of 134.77. Now in this case, if the price breaks out of 134.77, then this downtrending structure will break. Now till now the structure is not broken, guys. The structure is not broken because before making this low, and between these two lows, this was the reaction high. Till the time this reaction high is not broken, we cannot be sure of the up move, because the price can reverse anytime from here also, like it reversed from here. So we are not sure, and till the time we are not sure, we are not opening any position. Okay, we don't want to become sellers because it is making higher highs here, at least on the 4 hours, but we don't want to become buyers also because it has not breached this high of 134.77 on the daily chart. Okay, let this to get broken and then price come back to this area as a fresh support, and then maybe we will open some buy positions in this one, guys. All right, makes some sense. Now about the US dollar against the Canadian one here. Yeah, it is approaching the resistance zone. This is the confluence of resistance. Actually, I think I should break it. I should remove this. Even this one here, I don't know what is this. Even this one here, because now the price is behaving like this, so you can just shift it because the price has finally moved, and I think this may be used as an area of opportunity just if you feel like structure is down and the market may go down. This is what I feel, the market will go down, but since the US dollar is very strong today, in fact Canadian dollar is strong also, but the US dollar is strong, and if you think that the strength will continue, then you may be waiting for the price to break up and then test it as the fresh support, and then you can go long. But right now below this, it's a good opportunity to go short, because see, this level has been very important level, and once the price goes here, you may find some sellers to initiate sell positions here. So guys, resistance for the US dollar against the loonie is 1.3502, and the support is around 1.3223 area. Talking about the dollar against the Swiss franc, yeah, Swiss franc is a strong currency, no doubt about that, but you see here the dollar is trying to go beyond these previous highs, these highs and these highs. Now if it is able to sustain this price action and still trade above 0.9271 tomorrow or day after, you can see 0.9372 very easily in this market. Okay, but if you see that this closes the day below 0.9271, that means tomorrow or day after we will again come back to 0.9100. This simple theory, guys. If it is strong enough to go up, it will definitely close above 0.9271, but if it fails to close above, then it will be going towards 0.9100. Now looking at the dollar's current price action, dollar index, I think it is going to go towards 0.9372. About silver, well, we are very close to the targets of 22.01, and you remember this when I said that structure is short and maybe the accumulation of shorts is taking place. Now somebody doesn't accumulate shorts for small targets. Okay, now MGA, my friend, if you are not already short in this one, then it's okay, but if you are short, hold your positions for the deeper targets. Okay, because when such accumulation takes place, it tends to take the trend in a for a very long time. Now I will show you where the accumulation, so you see this is the accumulation here. Okay, here there was a short sell, then there was accumulation of buys, and this is how it happens. Okay, now when some shorts accumulate here, it keeps going down. I hope that I have told you whatever I wanted to say. I hope you got the idea. Now this is this is accumulation of shorts for sure, and when I'm sure when it breaks 23.12, now the first target of 22.01 is almost achieved. The price is just shy of 25 points. Once that breaks, this is the only thing that is a hurdle. This line, this is a slant trend line, and this may be the target for the silver to in the down for the downside. Other than this, then we have this swing low. This may be tested 20.56. Before that, this small low, this is also actually a swing low. You can mark this one also. But if you are going to test 20.85 and 20.56, if you find support here, fine. If you don't find support here, the price continues further, then you will be looking for these lows. These are very tightly spread lows. This one, okay, I will make it big so that it is visible on your screen. So this low on 3rd of November, which is around 19.61, maybe your target. Then there is this low around 18.88, then this low around 18.77. so these things will be your targets, but to reach those targets, the price has to breach this rising trend line. So let us see how the things unfold about the silver. But now we have turned bearish, and even if 22.01 see some profit booking or say some buying from here, the price starts going up. In that case also, I will be saying look for a price, look for an entry to the downside again around 23.12. okay, this is the confluence of two resistances, so keep a sharp eye here. Talk about gold, guys, and I said that above 1800 it is a good thing to have gold, but on the higher prices it's not sustaining. Now the price is trying to hover around 1865 marker. Now let's see how this was I think told by us that this may be some level of support if the price comes down. Now this is the third day that this price is acting as a support. It's not a problem. We don't want to say sell this at the current levels, because we want to sell it at around 1900 levels. So from here, if the price rises for any reason, we'll be looking for a short entry around 1900 area with a target of 1807 area. Okay guys, now on the 4 hour, it looks like the price tried to go higher but was eventually short, but still it is not able to breach these lows that the price had made, and these lows are around 1859.64. so if the price continues here towards 1900, we will be looking for a selling opportunity. So you also be ready in case the price comes here, or otherwise what you can do is you can if you are on the JForex platform, you can keep an alert like this on your platform, and whenever price comes to this area, you will know it beforehand. All right, so right now the price is actually trading at 1865, which is going to be support, and the resistance is 1875, at least on the 4 hour. Let's talk about the Brent a bit. Now Brent day before yesterday, that is, I think this was Friday, 3rd of Feb. Yeah, so Friday, this is Sunday's candle, guys. I'm sorry about that, this should not be here. But see, this Friday's candle was a bearish pin bar, a bearish engulfing, and still the price could not continue. What I want to say, this is a broadening wedge formation here. Broadening wedge means the wedge is trying to broaden here. Sorry, I will. So if this is the thing, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, if not like this, then maybe in some other way with the help of lines, maybe. Yeah, so you see something like this is forming. Now I did not see the wedge in the beginning, but how can I say that there is a wedge formation here? Well guys, if you see the daily candle, you will see that there was a small candle, then a bigger candle. Okay, that is called a broadening wedge, and if there is a big candle and there are smaller candles, then it is a wedge. So here you see on the 2 hours, the wedge formation is there. At least on the 1 hour, the wedge formation is there. And yesterday or day before yesterday, we saw on Friday there was a very bearish signal at 83.14 area, and the price could not get any buying here. If the buying did not come here, I mean very close to the levels of 79.67, if there was no buying, then why somebody will try to buy at 79.09? So this is not the buying, I think this is just profit booking, and this may continue further. Take these stop losses also, those who are short here, and 83.14 may be an area of opportunity for you to go short in this one. So this is what I'm thinking now. I don't think that the crude oil is going to gain price higher than 83.14. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, But if you are able to short or you are able to get some good price around 83.14, then you should be looking for 77.58 and even 75.09. Now if 75.09 is taken out, nobody is ready to buy the crude at 75.09, then we can see 65.75 very fast in the crude oil. I hope that makes some sense to you guys. You see, the bearish price action on the daily is suggesting a down move. Now this green candle is just I will say a consolidation maybe before the next move down. I hope that makes some sense to you. Now if that makes sense, give me that thumbs up, guys. You know where it is. Change it into white color or blue color or whatever you want to, but it should be pressed. Thank you in advance. 83 point, yeah, very strong level to watch is 83.14. So dollar against South African rand, well, this is good, 70.6728 and whatsoever, no resistance now on the way. You might be thinking that these lines may provide some resistance to the price. Yes, I am also thinking that this can provide some resistance to the price. Also it is in line with these lows and this area. Okay, so yes, this may be that's all for today for the US dollar against the rand, but this entire week pending. Okay, so there is a possibility of 17.9536 this week in the US dollar against the South African rand. And before going there is a possibility of it coming back to this 17.5673 area, and if you find it here very close, I think that can be an opportunity, another opportunity to go long maybe. Okay, if you get that opportunity, you see some bullish price action very close to this area, you may buy it with a small stop loss below it and target 17.9536. and 17.9536 is not all for the US dollar. It may even continue towards 18.49 and 19.33. Okay, but you don't have to be like charmed about what are the possible targets. You have to keep you have to be very careful about the risk that you are going to take. So please buy it very close to 7.5673 or 7.4303. I mean very close to support area. Okay, so talking about the Bitcoin, my friend Alice, if you are watching this, even if now you are watching it, fine. If you are watching it in the rebroadcast, then 22,737 is holding as a very good support as of now. If it holds, then it's fine, but if it breaks, the next stop is 21,405. If that holds, fine. If that doesn't hold, then 18,132 is going to be the next stop. So be careful about your longs if you're holding any. Okay, if you're holding any, I think you would like to keep the stop loss very tight now, because you don't want to be around 5440 again this time. I hope you get it, guys. So 22,737 is the strong support. It seems to be holding today, but we have resistance at 25,166. The price can continue towards 25,166. The strong dollar is, I think, okay, yeah, you see there is a buying around 22,737. So expect some up move from here. To be very sure, you can drop this channel like I always do. This is what you can do actually, if you want to. All right, guys. So when this channel breaks, you can be sure that the price is headed up towards 25,166. Euro JPY. Now Euro JPY is trading around 142.3738. Now in this one also, I think that there is a lot of longs building up here in this range 137 to 142, and I am expecting actually price to break and reach 146.72 and eventually 148.39 and maybe even further up. This is my speculation about Euro JPY, and I think that some explosive move is possible in Euro Yen in the coming time. Now what I am waiting for, I am waiting for 142.93 to be broken in this market to the upside like this. If it breaks, I will become a buyer, and I would love to be long in the Euro Yen with a target of 146.72. that is the smallest target possible once we become buyer in this one. okay, because later on we have 148.39 and even 155 is one of the target. But yes, first you achieve these two targets. You see, I'm going to keep a very small stop loss around say 55 or maybe even 100 points, but I'm going to target around 400 500 points in this one. So keep a sharp eye on this one. This may be your trade of the year, this may be your trade of the month. Okay, so please keep an eye on this one. MGA, you especially, you are my friend. Actually all are my friend. Talking about the euro against the Australian dollar. Australian dollar today was very weak, so euro took advantage of it and pushed the prices beyond the highs of yesterday's, or I will say Friday's candle. And now we are trading actually in between these two resistance and support zones. 1.5582 is the support, 1.5640 is the resistance. Now what you can do is, if you think that the euro is going to go up in the coming time, you can just keep a buy stop order above the high of this candle here. Okay, or if you are also thinking like I am thinking that the price may come down to this 1.5 to 73 area, then also you can open a sell position with a stop loss higher than where I was saying you to put a buy stop, okay, here, and target this area. Well, this is only a speculation because this is not a confirmed move, but since the market structure is down, so I am asking you to take this risk if you want to take, and if you don't want to take, that's your discretion. Please do not blame me tomorrow if your stop loss gets triggered. But since I'm saying, and this is a demo account, so why not to open a sell position at market, keep a small stop loss higher than this high that the price has taken today, and keep your trade targets around this area here. So let us see how the things unfold. Okay, this is simple. You should not be afraid of pressing the trigger if your risk is in control. Now what risk that we have taken? We have taken a risk of 50 points. We have a possible target of 330 points. Okay, more than sufficient. Okay, this is what? Okay, here I said it is more likely to rise. Hourly candle is bearish, boom, and 4-hourly candle is bullish. What will be likely result? I said that it is more likely going to go up, but it did not, it went down. Can we switch Euro AUD with Euro GBP? Euro AUD with Euro GBP. But why you want to switch? I can switch, it's not a problem. Okay, here is Euro GBP monthly. I think Euro Pound was going down today. Let me check. Initially you were thinking that it will go up, but then it fell very sharply. Yeah. Okay, this is my monthly chart of Euro GBP. Trading. So this is the monthly range, I will say now, between the swings. All right, and on the week, well, my friend, the structure is up on the weekly. At least the structure is up. Why? Because you see, when the price okay, I will show you the structure, entire market structure. This is uptrending structure. Okay, there you saw this low broke this higher low, so this became the lower low. But after the market made this high, this was an established low. Okay, and after this the market came to this place, then it made a lower high, then it made a lower low, so this became another market structure here. And this low, after this low the market made a high here, so this market structure broke, and now this low has been made and this high has been made. So here at present the market structure is up, or if you consider this market structure, this low is never broken, so still the market is in uptrend. Now this is the weekly, but on the daily what is happening? On the daily, after breaking these highs, I can make a long line in the extended form like this. Can you see this? Once these two highs were broken, boom, this line, I'm just removing this one. this line started acting as a support. Now if this acted as a support before this low formed here, and before after this breakout this was the high formed, I think these are the two highs which the price has already broken. Now if I keep a line like this at this high, I think 8896 area may provide support to the price before it reaches 0.9279. Now this is what my expectation is here. Yeah, and I think it makes a lot of sense. If not this exactly, then this area of support and resistances, because these are the relevant highs which have been broken by the price. And if we see the market going again to these areas, this is a very small area, this is not a very big area, this is an area of around 20 pips. Okay, so I think if the market goes again to this area, you will find support and the prices can go highest towards 0.9279 area. I hope that makes some sense to you, MGA. Okay, so US 500, S&P 500, we also call it S&P 500. We were expecting this area to act as a support, and this has not acted as a support. So what now? Well, it will act as a resistance. That's it. Is the important level of interest. Actually, on the daily, you see the structure has not broken. The structure is still up. The structure is still up here. Yes, it does. All right. So yeah, till the time I think this low is not broken, the structure will remain up. So I will just mark this low here. This is an important low, 3993 area. So look for a buying opportunity close to this level, or what you can do is, because my trend line is now also broken. Earlier this trend line was broken and my friend was saying, oh, somebody is talking about this trend. No, see, this is the main trend line which you should be looking at, and if this is broken, I think we should be looking for a buying opportunity very close to the retest of this area. Okay, so I'm just breaking it down to like why, because I don't want to draw a line from here, from this top. I want to draw a line from this recent swing to this swing. All right, so this is my line, and now since the price has broken out of it, so I will be looking for the price action like this. I want to see a price action like this, but this may not happen. But still, why I want this? Because this is a confluence of supports. This resistance line is broken, so every time the price comes to test this line, this will act as a support. Boom. And this rising trend line is also a support around here on 6th to 7th March. Boom. So I want a support from that, and I also want the price to come and test this zone of 0.3993. all right, so I want the price to come to 4025 area to 3993 area, and there we may find a lot of buyers with an interest, and they can push the prices towards 4325 again. But if you are looking for selling opportunity, I don't think that you should be looking for it, because you have multiple supports on the way down. Now if there are multiple supports, you don't want to become seller. Okay, now guys, that's all from my side today. If you have any particular question, please feel free to ask me any question about the technical analysis or any other currency, commodity, or whatever you want to ask about. And if not, then let me tell you that we are doing this webinar every day at 6:30 Greenwich Mean Time. If you are from the Dukascopy platform, you will get the notification on your platform saying trading with Rakesh, or maybe some technical trading webinar, something of that sort. Feel free to come and join me. There is no cost, no hidden cost, no trading bias, nothing. So you can come here, talk to me, enjoy, and have top notch, I will say, analysis of the major pairs. What is possible, you can get the most probable levels of interest, I will say. Now I'll keep on using this phrase so that you are well versed with this phrase, that is area of interest. Okay, now I hope today from this live webinar you have got some idea about the levels of interest in the coming days and hours in this week. Please keep in mind, do not risk more than 1% of your entire equity on any single trade, and you should look for a potential profit of minimum 3 times of the risk that you are going to take. Okay, so what you can do for this is you can adjust your position size in such a manner that even if your stop loss gets hit, you do not lose more than 1%. Okay, now with this note I shall end this live stream. Please press the like button if you find this webinar useful for you, and you can ask your friends to join this tomorrow when we are live at 16:30 Greenwich Mean Time. And also you can join the Dukascopy Forex community like me. I wish you and your family a very happy and a good day. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow 16:30 hours. Please press the like button if you find this useful. You can ask your friends to join this tomorrow when we are live at 16:30 Greenwich Mean Time. And also you can join the Dukascopy Forex community like me. I wish you and your family